Hi there, welcome to another educational video documenting my vibe code expeditions and struggles. If you're just coming across this channel, it's a new channel, consider subscribing. The aim is to inspire you who is venturing into vibe coding in the course of building those world adjusting applications to continue doing so. I'll be documenting my experiences, all the tools I find along the way, amongst other things. In this video, it's a short one, my first encounter with Hostinger's Horizons. We'll be testing it out to see its capability in terms of building applications. So I'll give it a simple prompt and see how it reacts. I've been doing this with some recent tools that I found, for comparison reasons. So you can check out my channel for the other tools that I featured, especially if you are new to the world of vibe coding. This applies to you the most. So let's get started. Now, Hostinger offers other services, of course. Hosting, especially, you can also rent your CPUs on it and build websites hosted on it. Bringing us to the, you know, core of this video. Let's get started. So I'll be giving it a simple idea, basically to create an app that turns any Web3 video into a game. Now, that's a complicated task to carry out based on what I've seen so far with most of the tools I've tested with this same prompt. Let's see what is built out of Hostinger Horizons in the course of this video. Okay, so build an app that uh, turns any video into uh, let's say 3D game playable in browser. Basically, this app receives input of a YouTube URL, uses AI to source the metadata of the video and builds the resulting game with a CTA that returns traction to the channel. Now, who knows? It may not be able to do this. We've seen so far with the tools I've tested with this prompt, some tools lack in like MCP capability. They cannot scrape the internet and just rely on their, existing training. Manus, I tested Manus with a similar prompt. It was able to scrape the internet. So let's see what Hostinger, the situation with Hostinger. Um, so build an app that turns your YouTube videos into a 3D playable game. Okay, so good enough. Let's see how it responds. Mind you, you can talk to it, use your mic to, voice over this prompt. Also provide an image if you want a specific design and all that. So it looks like free trial ends in 7 days. Okay, so it's not entirely free. For 7 days, you can test it out with 5 daily messages. Interestingly, it has super base, so it means you can build an application that has a back end, and it's likely you'll be able to publish it with a subdomain kind of hosting. Now, this is looking advanced. It has identified that it's going to use ThreeJS for the 3D game engine, implement YouTube URL input and validation, add AI powered metadata abstraction. So it's not retreating from the task, quite IQ oriented here, proactive as well, you know. So it looks capable as we speak. So we would see the end result of Hostinger. Also considering that Hostinger is for building websites traditionally, like those plug and play websites, it should be good in terms of UI. Let's establish that, in the course of this video. While we are waiting, do well to subscribe. It's a new channel called Vibe Code Struggles, and also share this to inspire others. I will also be documenting what I'm building myself. Uh, over the course of time, all the applications I'll be building, the entire Web3, uh, Vibe Code journey will be documented. One positive here is you will have access to the code based on what I'm seeing, which is good. Just a moment. So it looks done. Transform YouTube games into 3D, YouTube videos into 3D. Our AI powered platform turns any YouTube video into an interactive game you can play right in your browser. Interesting stuff. So, also has mobile view. Okay, so let's see here. UI wise, it's looking solid. This detail, this nuance here in the box, the input box, all gamified looking. So let me pick a YouTube URL. Wow. The only issue here, which I'd have to prompt further, is I'm not sure it was able to access the metadata of the video. This looks like a random video here, amazing YouTube video. So now it's informing you to watch a regional video. Let me see if it's the okay. So it's actually my video. Interesting. Okay, start game. Wow, this is no joke. Wow. So, wow, this is as solid as can be. Quite 3D, not the perfect, wow. I'll definitely prompt this further and want to make this into a live situation. So before we go, however, I'm going to put another video up and see what is built in return. Even the building process is extremely fast. I don't know how it's managing to pull that off. Let's see this. Copy link back to home. UI just perfect. Okay, so now it pulled up the thumbnail at the very least, which is progress. It's calling this game Space. The title is wrong. Let's see if it brings another type of game entirely. So no, all the games seem similar. So uh please stay tuned. We will need to prompt this a bit further. Let's see if there can be any changes. So the struggle here is I don't think it's sourcing the title and all that. So let's go back. Let's see what it built. The app will process the video and generate a custom 3D game. Play the game while using arrow keys. After playing, you can visit the original creator's channel, analyzes video content, and creates custom. Okay, looks good in terms of UI. So don't change anything in that realm. However, the AI doesn't seem capable. No, doesn't seem to source the metadata the video inputs correctly. Let it focus accessing the title and description of the video to create related gameplay. When inputting different videos at the moment, it prefers same game at each instance. Um, just a moment. Was able to search the video thumbnail, but not the title. Also, let games have sound effects. Let's just start with this. So this is considered a message. So we've used 2 messages now. After this is processed of 5. So let's see if it enhanced metadata extraction. The system now focuses on the video title and description to generate more relevant game content. This should result in more varied and fitting games for different videos. Okay, code refactoring. I've also refactored the game canvas component into smaller, more manageable modules for better organization. So it's quite proactive. Please bear with me. Let's just see what results from this. So far, this is the best for this particular prompt. Even worked better than Manus. No, although Manus was, able to like not perfect in UI. Horizon beats it in UI. Manus was it overcomplicated it, so filled the page with so many functionalities and all that. But it's capable in terms of extracting metadata and all that. The other tools I featured, some of them are lacking in terms of being able to extract the metadata of a YouTube. They tell you you need to go through API and all that for even basic extraction that involves the title. Okay, so you needed to work around in building the app to have the end user provide all the details. Okay, so let's see what has happened so far. So there's something wrong. Okay, so maybe it's generating it's generating the it's not providing the video title, instead it's generating the game idea already, although this doesn't look related. This video is about 4 apps from your prompts at once, underwater kingdom mystery. Let's see. Wow. There's room for improvement. Okay, so I'll end the video now. We've seen the capability, even though, of course, I cannot capture everything in the course of this video, so there will be part two likely when I fully built this and then published it to see the end result. It looks good so far. Even if this requires an upgrade, worth it. And that brings us to the end of this video. Let's see what. Uh, so let's end this video as is. Exciting times. Subscribe to Vibe Code Struggles. Stay tuned for part two of Horizons by Hostinger. All the information about it will be in the description and an avenue to reach me. Stay awesome. Take action.